Hello gorgeous. So I know I didn't make a video on Friday or Sunday, and that's because I've been ill and I had 2 exams and I had 2 deadlines and it was my birthday and I had to do stuff for that, and it just got all a bit much, just a little tiny bit. I'm surprised I even made videos on Monday and Wednesday. I think I'm a superhuman creature. Anyway, so after my last video, I feel like I was making fun of sitcoms a bit too much because I love sitcoms. So I thought I'd talk about 6 things that I love about sitcoms. Now when I'm talking about sitcoms, I'm not talking about all sitcoms, I'm generally talking about studio sitcoms with an audience. Because I feel like this genre is a lot easier to talk about because it's so, like, stylized-y. I made it 6, so we'd have a little bit of alliteration there. 6. Fact number 1, there's kind of a continuous way of telling the story in sitcoms. It's like a play. Everything kind of happens in a short space of time and it just kind of flows between one story and another, and it very rarely cuts to another scene. Most sitcoms will have episodes which are set in real time, like a play, where the actors can just kind of talk to each other. There's no cutting, there's no stopping the camera and starting again. It's all very fluid, which I like a lot. Thing number 2 I love about sitcoms is the audience. The audience serves such a great purpose, which a lot of people forget about, and they're there to make the laughter happen. As I said, it's like you're watching it in a play, because when you're watching a play, the audience does react by laughing or crying or going ooh or whatever, and by listening to laughter it makes you feel like you're in that environment, and in turn you probably laugh at some of it. And thing number 3 is that there's constant comedy in sitcoms. Some other genres of comedy TV tend to have very serious moments, like those 45-minute dramedy shows, or you know, even just 20-minute not audience-based sitcoms. But I find in sitcoms like this, even in the most serious moments, there's still jokes and laughter, and I just love that because I feel like it's true to life. But let's face it, in life we're never 100% serious, are we? Thing number 4 that I love about sitcoms is that they usually run for a long time. Some sitcoms only go on for a couple of seasons, but in general, most sitcoms that are successful run for a very long time. 10 years is usually the mark that they go for. Sometimes it can be 7 or 8 seasons, sometimes it can be more than 10, which is when I think it gets a little bit ridiculous. But I like that they run for a long time, and in the UK they don't run as long. Usually we have, you know, maybe 4, maybe 6 episodes in a season, and then maybe 4 seasons in total. But they still run for quite a few years, you know, it gives time for audiences to look forward to them. In America they run like ridiculous amounts of episodes a season, but it feels like a long time. But yeah, I like how sitcoms usually run longer than most other types of TV shows, apart from like soap operas and reality shows and stuff. Thing number 5, I love how sitcoms usually have a very small cast. It's not like, you know, when you're watching a show and you have like a gazillion different characters to keep up with and you get confused between one and the other. In small studio sitcoms, usually there's a fairly small cast, they're all very distinctive, and you just kind of get to know those characters really quickly. Now in some sitcoms they do change the actors as the series goes on. In Cheers they change Coach for Woody, and then they also change Diane for Rebecca. There's loads of other examples, but generally speaking you do get a very small cast group of people who all kind of stick together in a really good way. So that's one of the things I love about it. And thing number 6 is there's not much of a continuous storyline. There is, but most episodes won't be focused on that continuous storyline. It will mainly be going in the background. One of the things I love about sitcoms is they'll just pick something to tell a story about and just do it in an episode, and then you know, you get through that, end of the episode, new thing the next week. So you could go from watching season 1 to season 10 and there not be that much of a difference. Obviously there is a difference, but your main focus isn't on figuring out what's going on with the story. It's just laughing at the jokes and going on with the little mini story that's in the particular episode it's in. And those are my 6 things that I love about sitcoms. Just dropped my notebook. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Wednesday, provided of course I don't have a breakdown. Also, if there's any mess in the background of any kind, my room is literally the most messy it's been for a very long time, so it's a bit like a bit of a sty here, but I haven't had time to clean it up, so don't judge me. Sorry. Anyways, I'll see you guys on Wednesday.